Good Sunday morning. This is Kim Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you with some Sunday morning baseball. This seems to be an everyday outing thing for me. Oh, every weekly outing thing, I guess you say. Yep, I am live. Sorry about that. I thought I had the volume off. But I am live. So good. Let's get at it. This is a continued playing of the 1956 season in Major League Baseball with Action PC Baseball. And we're just picking up random teams as we go along, playing this 56 season. So this morning's matchup, we're going to find the Milwaukee Braves at the New York Mets. Or is that the Giants? No, that would be the Giants. Excuse me. The New York Giants. And we're going to be enjoying this matchup. And one of my favorite pitchers from the 50s, Warren Spahn, is going to be on the mound for the Braves. And one of my favorite players of all time, also Henry Aaron, playing in that game. So we're excited to play this one this morning. So let's get after it. Oops. It's the wrong screen. Go there. There we go. That's where I want to be. Less obtrusive that way. So as you can see, welcome to the Polo Grounds, where Milwaukee will take on New York. Warren Spahn takes the mound for Milwaukee. He's made 4 starts on the year and is 3-1 with a 2.5 ERA. This will be his first start against New York. He'll be opposed by Ruben Gomez for New York. He's made 4 starts as well, and he's 3-0 with a .94 ERA. Pitching lights out. This will be his first start against Milwaukee at 66 degrees with a wind speed 12 miles per hour in from left field. So going to probably be hard to get the ball out of the Polo Grounds this day. So let's see what goes on in this game. Let's play ball. Turn the volume up on my phone a little bit. I just want to see how the crowd noise sounds. One second. All right, stepping to the plate is O'Connell, second baseman. All right, stepping to the plate is O'Connell. And here is the pitch. And great play by Spencer at second. Gets the out. And that'll bring up Johnny Logan, who batted .246 with 9 RBIs in the 56 season. No, in this replay, excuse me. In the 56 season, he batted .281. So a little below average. As Logan steps in, Logan gets the pitch from Gomez. Who again has been pitching lights out. Grounded back to Gomez. Must have bounced off Gomez over to Dark and makes the play. It was off the glove of Gomez, bounces over to Dark, and Dark throws to first and gets the out. Quite the play by Dark as Gomez tried to stab the hot ground ball, but could not come up with it. But Dark over to first for out number 2. That brings up Eddie Matthews, who's batting a hot .379 in this replay with 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. Gomez goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to Matthews, and he lifts one into right field. Mueller hardly has to take a step and makes it easy. Can of corn for out number 3. 3 up and 3 down, and that brings up for New York, Whitey Lockman batting .235 with 6 RBIs in this replay. As Warren Spahn's on the mound, let's give his stats. He's at 2.5 for the season with a 3-1 record with a 1.056 whip. So pitching well is Spahn as Lockman steps up. Here is the pitch from Spahn. Grounded back to Spahn. Spahn up with it over to first. As Lockman is speedily going down the pass, but they get him by a couple steps as it's on the 1-3 put out and out number 1. That brings up Alvin Dark. Dark on this replay is batting .287 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. As Dark steps in, the shortstop for New York, Spahn goes into his windup, and the pitch, it's hit sharply at Matthews, and it looks like it's going to be foul down the third base line. So Dark steps back in as Spahn goes into the windup and the pitch. It's hit sharply between third and short, and it will be a base hit as it gets into left field. Thompson tosses it back in. So we got a runner on, and Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, stepping to the plate, batting .302 with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Here's a pitch from Spahn. It's hit down the first base line. Just a bit inside. Crandall goes to first. Dark got back safely. And that's 1 down. Oh, that was a Crandall gunned it to first. I missed what was going on there. I thought that was a hit. He just fired it back down to third, tried to get Dark off bag, but he got back safely. As Mays now steps back in, here's the pitch from Spahn. Another well-hit ball into left field. It gets to the wall. Thompson up with it, fires it in, but it looks like it's going to be a 2-bagger for Mays. And that's a double, and we got runners on second and third, and it's Spahn in a bit of trouble here. As one second. How did I didn't mean to exit out of that. I guess I hit the wrong button. There we go. Apologize for that for a second. Spencer steps in, runners on second and third. Here is the pitch. Spahn with the delivery. And hit at Aaron. Aaron makes the play, fires it back in, fires all the way to third. But Dark got back in time. Spencer hit it on a rope, and Aaron caught it off his shoe tops, makes a great play, and Dark had to get back to third. He thought that was going to drop in for a hit, so it prevented a run coming in on the great play by Henry Aaron in right field. And that brings Don Mueller, to the plate, batting .379 with 2 home runs. See if he can get these some runs across here. Pitch from Spahn, and it's hit at O'Connell, but it drops behind him, and Dark will come in, and Mays is going to be heading home. He's got his 93% chance, and that will score 2 as Mueller came through in the clutch and drove in 2. As Warren Spahn throws down the rosin bag in disgust as he's allowed 2 runs to come across here in the first. And in an early hole here as he brings the pitch. And it's hit at Logan at short. Logan up with it. Gets the lead runner Mueller at second for out number 3, but not before 2 runs come across on 3 hits. And after 1, New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. We have to excuse my dogs in the background as the pitch from Gomez is coming to the dangerous Henry Aaron, who's batting .338 with 5 home runs and 16 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Ruben Gomez, and it's hit by Aaron too short, hit at dark. As Aaron makes his way down first base, it looks like it's going to be a 6-3 put out for out number 1. And Bobby Thompson coming to the plate, batting .239 with 8 RBIs. Thompson digs in as Gomez goes into the windup, and the pitch hit back at Gomez. Gomez up with it for the 1-3 put out number 2. Excuse my dogs. They can't seem to behave themselves. Then I'll bring up the first baseman, Adcock, who's batting .317 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. 2 down here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Adcock. Ground ball. Hit to third. Castleman up with it. Fires it over the first for the 5-3 put out. And out number 3. 3 up and 3 down. And we go to the bottom of the second. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. My dogs. I like to come out here and let them play, but they do just that. They play. I got a 2-year-old Jack Russell and a 3-month-old Jack Russell. They have a lot of energy, and it's. I apologize. Hey, can y'all do that somewhere else? They've got the entire backyard, and they choose to do it right under my feet. That's just the way it goes. Coming to the plate is Bill White, batting .241 with 2 RBIs. As Warren Spahn looks to have a better second inning than first, here's the pitch from Spahn. Ball lifted into right field. Aaron tracking back for it. It's hit deep, but not deep enough as Aaron settles underneath it for out number 1. That'll be bring Ray Cott to the plate, batting .175 with 4 home runs and 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Spahn. Ground ball hit toward the gap between, and he's hit it foul. This setup with this image makes it hard to tell what a foul ball is. It looks like it's fair, but it's foul down the left field line. Spahn into his windup and the pitch. And that'll be the first strikeout for Spahn as it goes down swinging on an 0-2 count. And 2 down here in the bottom of the second as Ruben Gomez, the pitcher, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch from Spahn. And he hits a ground ball right at Adcock. Adcock fields it, takes it by himself for the 3 unassisted, and out number 3. That takes us to the third with a score, New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. And Ruben Gomez on the mound facing Billy Bruton, center fielder, batting .291 with a home run and 8 RBIs. Gomez into the windup and the pitch. It's hit sharply into right field. Can it get down in front of Mueller? Hits it on a rope, but right at Mueller, and he puts it away for the out. Line drive out by Bruton, as that brings up Dale Crandall, the catcher, to the plate, batting .211 with a home run and 8 RBIs. Here's a pitch from Gomez, and strikes him out. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Ruben Gomez. And that brings up the pitcher Spahn, who batting .273 with a home run and 3 RBIs. He batted .210 in the real. So let's see if he can continue the good hitting as he grounds it up. He hits one up the middle. Can it get down in front of Mays? It does not, as he hit a line shot, but hit it right at Mays. He makes the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the third. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. Whitey Lockman coming to the plate. Lockman grounded to the pitcher his first time up. As we're back to the lead hitter, he hits one sharply at Logan. Logan up with it from short, fires it over to first. It's going to be a close play, but they'll get Lockman by a couple of steps on the 6-3 putout. And Alvin Dark coming to the plate. Dark grounded a single between third and short his first time up. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch to Dark. Grounded back up the middle, but Logan plays it over the second base bag, fires it over to first for the 6-3 putout. And out number 2. 2 up and 2 down as Willie Mays steps to the plate. Mays lined a double his last time up. 1 for 1 on the day is Mays as Spahn goes into his windup, and the pitch. It's grounded back up the middle at Logan, plays it again over the bag at second, fires it over to first for the 6-3 putout, and a busy inning for Logan as we go to the bottom of the third now. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. As Darryl Spencer comes to the plate, Spahn goes into his windup, and the pitch. Spencer 0 for 1 on the day. What am I doing? Mays. Boy, I read that one all wrong. Mays was on second. Thought he was out. It was a hit. We go to the fourth. Excuse me for getting confused in where I was in the inning. But no runs on no hits and 1 error. I missed the error. Is a problem. My apologies. Need to do a better job of calling the game. But after 3, we go to the fourth. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. As the pitch comes from Gomez, it's hit sharply up the middle. O'Connell with the first hit off of Gomez and safely on first. And that brings up Johnny Logan. Logan grounded to short his last time up. He's batting .242 with 9 RBIs. And here comes the pitch. It's grounded slowly, like he laid down a bunt, and White charged it. And that will be a good sacrifice bunt over to second. As O'Connell now in scoring position as Eddie Matthews comes to the plate, flied out his last time up. Matthews swinging away. Sits slowly down the first base line. White will get Matthews at first, but that will move O'Connell over to third with 2 outs. Slow ground ball was hit to first. That'll bring up Hank Aaron with a runner in scoring position, grounded to short his first time up. As Gomez looks at the dangerous Aaron, he goes into his windup and his pitch. And it's hit sharply, but Lockman played it well as it was a short fly ball. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. New York still up 2-0. And Don Mueller stepping to the plate. Drove in 2 his last time up as he singled to right center, driving in Dark and Mays. Mueller steps up, Spahn into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply into left center field. Thompson makes the play, tosses it in. But Mueller now 2 for 2 on the day as Foss Castleman comes to the plate, batting .149 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. And swinging away. It's grounded back up the middle. Logan plays it on the bag, flips to O'Connell, who makes the pivot, fires to first for the 6-4-3 double play. Nice double play by Logan and O'Connell, and that'll bring up Bill White to the plate. White flied to deep right his first time up. Here's the pitch to White. Hit sharply past O'Connell into right center field. Played poorly by Bruton. Allows it to drop in front of him. And that'll bring up Ray Cat. He struck out his first time up, the only strikeout for Spahn. Here's the pitch from Spahn to Cott. And strikeout number 2. So Cott cannot seem to get Warren Spahn figured out. So no runs come across on 2 hits, no errors. And we've played 4. And we go to the 5th. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. As Bobby Thompson steps to plate, he grounded back to the pitcher his last time up. Here's the pitch from Gomez. Thompson swinging away. He hits one up the middle over the bag to Mays in center field for a leadoff single by Bobby Thompson. And that'll bring Joe Adcock to the plate. He grounded to third his last time up. Here comes the pitch. Adcock lays down the bunt. Gomez comes and fields it, fires it to first, but Thompson will make it over to second for the sacrifice bunt. And that'll bring up Billy Bruton, who lined to right his last time up. Thompson on second. Bruton stepping in as Gomez fires it in, and it's hit sharply back to Dark. That's going to hold Thompson at second as he fires over to first. Bruton is Thompson will make it over. Boy, they barely got Bruton, who runs well. They got him by a step, but that allowed Thompson to move to third with 2 outs now, and Dale Crandall coming to the plate. He's struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. And it looks like it's popped up. And it looks like it's going to be made by Cott. Nope, out of play. Cott couldn't get to it as it was just out of his reach. As Crandall gets another hack at it. Gomez with the pitch. He hits it sharply at Dark. Dark up with it. Makes a great play. Fires it over to first. Crandall barreling down the line, but he'll get him by a couple of steps for the 6-3 putout. And no runs on 1 hit. And after 4.5, we go to the bottom of the 5th. New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. And Ruben Gomez, the pitcher, coming to the plate. Spahn pitching to his counterpart. Here's the pitch. And Gomez hits it at Logan at short. Logan up with it as the pitcher is making his way down the first base line. And they'll get him by a couple of steps on the 6-3 putout by Logan. That brings up left fielder Whitey Lockman, who is 0 for 2 on the day, grounding out both times. As Lockman steps in, Spahn goes into his windup and the pitch. And it's hit sharply at O'Connell. O'Connell nails it out of the air. Nice play by O'Connell as he ranged to his left and stabbed that line drive out of the air. As Alvin Dark comes to plate, 1 for 2 on the day. Spahn into this pitch, 2 down. And there's one that's been lifted. Is this fair or foul? Easy play made in left field. Can of corn, 3 down. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we go to the 6th with Milwaukee trailing 2-0. As this pitcher Spahn comes to the plate, here is the pitch from Gomez. Spahn swinging away. And he strikes him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Gomez. Gomez so far into this 6th inning has allowed 2 hits. He struck out 2. So good outing by Gomez so far as O'Connell steps in. O'Connell lined a single to left center his last time up. Gomez with the pitch. O'Connell again hits it well to third. Castleman up with it. Fires it over to first as O'Connell is speeding down the first base line, and they get him by a couple steps on the 5-3 putout. And out number 2, 2 up and 2 down, and Johnny Logan coming to the plate. Logan with the sacrifice bunt his last time is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch to Logan, who will be swinging away. It is way inside, and I believe Logan may have been hit by that one as Gomez got a little wild. Yeah, hit him in the shoulder. He tried to duck out, but it caught him on the shoulder, and that'll have a runner on with Eddie Matthews coming to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch to Matthews. Hit to Spencer at second. Spencer up with it, fires it over to first for the 4-3 putout. And out number 3. So nobody across in the top of the 6th. And after 5.5, New York 2, Milwaukee nothing. And Willie Mays coming to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day with a double on the day. Spahn into the windup and the pitch. And it's hit sharply by Mays at Logan. Logan up with it over to first for the 6-3 putout. And out number 1. That's going to bring up Darryl Spencer. Second baseman batting 168 with 2 home runs. But he's 0 for 2 on the day with a line out and a ground out. Here's the pitch from Spahn. And it's hit at O'Connell, but it's over his head into center field. And that'll be a 1-out hit by Spencer, and Mueller, who is 2 for 2 on the day and swinging a hot bat. He's 393 on this replay. Can he continue that? As Spahn looks to get Mueller this time, and it's grounded slowly to Logan. Logan will fire it over to first. He could not make the play. And Spencer goes to second, so we got 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Foss Castleman, who's grounded to short both times he's been to the plate. Here's the pitch to Castleman, and he strikes him out. That's number 3 for Spahn as he blew the fastball by him. And that's going to bring up Henry Aaron here in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Hammerin' Hank. And he hits one. It looks like he might have a base hit here. He does, as it drops behind Dark. As they say, Castleman was the one trying to make the play. And that's going to be a hit for Aaron as Bobby Thompson comes up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch to Cott. Goes out to give Gomez some instructions as he brings the pitch to Thompson. And I don't know what he said, but it didn't work as he walks him. And that's got runners on first and second with no outs here in the 7th. And Joe Adcock coming to the plate. He bunted out to the pitchers last time with the sacrifice. Here's the pitch to Adcock. And he strikes him out. That's number 3 for Gomez. He needed that strikeout. Now Bruton comes to the plate. Billy Bruton, 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out his last time up. Runners on first and second. Gomez goes into his windup. And here is the pitch. It's hit toward third. Castleman coming up to field it. Slow ground ball. Castleman makes that play, fires it over to first, but it will move Thompson and Aaron up as they get Bruton by a step or 2 on the 5-3 putout. But now runners in scoring position on second and third, and Dale Crandall coming to the plate. All right. Crandall stepping in. Here is the pitch. Gomez with the... It's hit well by Crandall. It drops in front of Lockman. That will score Aaron. Can Thompson score? Looks like he's going to hold at third. He only has a one. Not going to throw in because there's only a 1% chance. So we're tied up now here in the seventh as Thompson scores. And great play made by Dale Crandall as he drove in two. And now Warren Spahn coming to the plate. Here comes a pitch to Spahn from Gomez. He hits it sharply at White. White plays it for the 3 unassisted. And that'll be out number 3, but not before 2 runs come across on 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. That's Take Me Out to the Ball Game plays, tied up here at the Polo Grounds, 2-2. And Bill White coming to the plate as Spahn feels a little bit better about his chances now as he's facing White, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's a pitch to White, and it's grounded back to short. Logan has to charge it, comes up with it, fires it over to first as White is barreling down the line on the 6-3 putout, and out number 1. Now to bring Ray Cott, or however he pronounces his name. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Spahn into the windup and the pitch. And it's hit sharply at Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews up with it, fires it back to first for the 5-3 putout, and out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Ruben Gomez, batting .083. Do I bring in someone for Gomez? He's pitching well, but we're running out of innings. Nope, we won't. Just going to go ahead and let him pitch. I didn't like who I had as righties. Spahn with the pitch. Gomez hits it well, and Gomez does himself a favor and gets a hit. Right call, not pulling him, as he's now safely on first with 2 outs. And Whitey Lockman coming to the plate. Lockman steps in. Here's the pitch from Spahn. It's grounded toward first. Adcock charges it, plays it, 3 unassisted for out number 3. And we go to the 8th with the score tied 2-2 here at the Polo Grounds. O'Connell, as Gomez seems fine. O'Connell steps in, 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch from Gomez. Hit towards second. White pulled off the bag, so Gomez will cover for the 4-1 putout, and out number 1. Johnny Logan stepping to the plate. He was hit by the pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here is the pitch from Gomez to Logan. And he hits one sharply at Castleman at third. Castleman up with it, fires it over to first. It looks like they're going to get Logan by a step or 2 on the 5-3 putout. And out number 2. And that brings up Eddie Matthews. 0 for 3 on the day, but batting .362 in this replay. You'd think he were due. Or is this going to be his day where he can't get a hit? It may be that day as he hits one at White at first. White up with it for the 3 unassisted, and that's out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, tied up here at the Polo Grounds 2-2. And Alvin Dark, 1 for 3 on the day, stepping to the plate as Warren Spahn goes into his windup, and his pitch, and that's hit sharply into right field. Aaron up with it. We'll fire it back in, a leadoff single. Says that Dark has an 85% chance of being safe, so I'm going to send him as Aaron fires it back in. And Dark is safe. Says it made it easily. It didn't look like it with the animation, but Dark with a leadoff double. As Mays steps to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to Mays. Mays lifts it into left field. It is hit high, and it's hit it hard, and it is hit deep. And this ball is out of here. Willie Mays comes in and puts one into the left field seats. An offering by Spahn, 2-run shot by Willie Mays. And now it's a 4-2 game. New York. That'll bring Darryl Spencer to the plate. Spahn, disgusted with that offering he just offered. And the dugout starting to warm up in the Milwaukee dugout as another ball hit well by Spencer as it's lifted into left field. It's hit hard and it's hit deep, but not deep enough as Thompson plays it off the track. Route number 1. That brings up Mueller. Mueller, 2 for 3 on the day, has been swinging a hot bat. I think that's going to be all for Spahn after that last ball was hit well. Oh, that's a computer. Never mind. I can't replace Spahn. The computer is leaving him in. Here's a pitch to Mueller. Mueller lifts one into right field. Henry Aaron tracking back for it. It's hit deep, but Aaron makes the play. On the warning track, camps under it, makes the catch for the out. 2 down, and Foss Castleman coming to the plate. Castleman, 0 for 3 on the day, struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch from Warren Spahn. And this one hit hard. It hit well, and it is hit deep, and this one is into the seats. And Castleman with a line shot over the left field wall, and that's the second home run allowed by Spahn in this inning. It's hit number 4 for Castleman. 283 feet right over the wall, just 3 feet over. Line shot. That brings up Bill White, 1 for 3 on the day as Spahn goes into his windup. This one's lifted down the left field line, and it looks like it's going to go foul. Foul ball into the stands. Bill White steps back in. Here's the pitch to White, and it's grounded at O'Connell at second. Ranges over toward the second base bag with a 4-3 put out, and out number 3. But we had 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. That's 2 4-baggers hit in the 8th as we go to the 9th now. It says Gomez may be tired. We're going to bring in a right-hander to close this thing out. And I'm going to bring in Marv Grissom. See if he can close out this game. Well, I thought I brought him in. Hang on. Got to double click on him. Grissom coming in to close this out. Grissom in the real had a 1.56 ERA with a 1-1 record and a 1.079 whip. In this replay, not as good, a 3.27 with a loss, 4 saves, but a 1.182 whip. So let's see if he can get Aaron out. He's come in to face Henry Aaron, not a batter that you want to face usually. Here's the pitch from Grissom to Aaron. And Aaron looks like he's going to get a base hit, as it was hit into left center as Mays comes over to play it. So a leadoff single by Hank Aaron, as now Bobby Thompson comes to the plate. He walked his last time up as Grissom goes into his windup. Here's the pitch to Thompson. It's hit into center field, makes it over the second base bag, and Aaron will move to third. And we got runners on the corners with no outs, and Joe Adcock coming to the plate. So Grissom throwing up all over himself so far, as he's allowed 2 hits as Adcock steps in. Here's the pitch to Adcock. Ground ball hit to short. Dark will play it. He'll go ahead, and he's not going to throw home. He wants to get the out as he gets it to Spencer. And Aaron will score, and Thompson will be retired. So now it's a 5-3 ball game with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And Bruton coming to the plate. Grounded to third his last time up. Here's the pitch to Billy Bruton. And Bruton lifts one into center field. Mays is charging in for it. And he will make the play in shallow center field. Great play by Willie Mays. Makes a diving catch. And then he'll hold Adcock at first. So 2 outs, and Del Crandall, who drove in 2 his last time up, he's the last chance for the Braves as Grissom goes into his windup and the pitch. And he struck him out to end the game. So that's a 5-3 victory by New York over Milwaukee here at the Polo Grounds. So here at the Polo Grounds, we're going to say farewell for this game as New York with a 5-3 victory. I hope you enjoyed this replay, and hope you will have a great day today. Soli Deo Glory.